Everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you have not subscribed to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. To make the handbag, the following are the requirement. We'll be using a t-shirt yarn. It's a bit different from the yarn that we usually use. I'll be using this one, and after that we also require a bag lock. So this will be used to lock the bag, a measuring tape, a snap hook. So this is the snap hook, and it will be used to hold the tassel like I've done. You also require two D-rings. The D-rings is to hold the handle of the handbag. You also require a pair of scissors. Then to make the handbag, we'll be using a 7mm hook. So let's get started, and we'll start by making the circle, we will start by making two circles, which will act as the back panel and the front panel of the handbag. So let's get started. To make this handbag, first thing we'll be making two circles. This is my first circle. The second circle, I'll be guiding you using the other second circle while I'm making it. So this is my first circle. So let's take the measurement of this. It's about 6.5 inches, and on my measuring tape, it's a bit torn. We'll be making the second circle together. At first it may be a bit difficult making this circle, but don't give up. The pattern that I'm going to use, it's a bit simple than the other patterns in YouTube. So this is a bit simple, so I'm sure it won't be difficult for you. So let's get into it. To make the circle, first thing we have to start by making the magic ring, and this is how we make a magic ring. So grab your yarn, then after that pinch the yarn using this stump finger over here, twist around the yarn and ensure that it forms an X on this other side, while on the other side it forms two straight lines. Then after that you are going to use the hook. Ensure that you grab the lower yarn like I've done, twist it around just like that. Then after that we are going to chain one. So just chain one. After chaining one, we are going to place 5 single crochet inside the magic ring. So place 5 single crochet. So this is my first single crochet. Insert the hook, pull through the yarn to make the second single crochet. Then again insert the hook, pull through the yarn to make the third single crochet. Then after that insert the hook, pull through the yarn to make the fourth single crochet. Then lastly make the fifth single crochet. After that, put this rope over here and you are going to tighten the magic ring. So to tighten the magic ring, you just pull through the yarn like that. So it's becoming a bit tight. So tighten it. Again, we are going to insert the hook onto this big loop over here, and we are going to make the slip stitch onto the first stitch where we had chained one. So this is the stitch that we had chained one. So in short, you should have a total of 5 single crochet. So this is what you should have. Then after having something like this, and you should have a total of 5 single crochet, we are going to chain one to get into row 2. So for row 2, we'll be placing 2 single crochet in every stitch, and we'll be working inside the single crochet. So here it's where we'll be working. We'll not be working on this point like we do on the other pieces, but we'll be working inside this V-stitch over here. So also we'll be working here on this point. So in short, on row 2 we'll be placing 2 single crochet in each and every row, in each and every stitch, not every row, to have a total of 10 single crochet. So let me show you how to do it. So let me show you where we are going to place the single crochet. So you insert the hook in between the single crochet. As you check the single crochet well, it looks like it have 2 stitches on both sides. So we are going to work in between the 2 stitches in 1 single crochet. So insert the hook onto this. So this is what I meant. It looks like it have 2 stitches. So this is the first. Well, this is what looks like a stitch. So this is what I meant, like that it looks like a stitch. So this is it. So we are going to place the hook in between these stitches that I have told you. So just insert the hook over there. and ensure that it comes on the other side. So it seems like I tightened the yarn a little bit, so ensure that it's coming on that point on the other side, so it should come below this point over here. So as you see, the stitches have something like that looks like this, so ensure that the hook comes in between, and this should be the upper part of the stitch. So on the other stitch, ensure that it comes in between these stitches over here. So again, onto the other stitch, the hook should come in between the stitches. So this is what I meant, like one single crochet looks like it have two stitches. So as you can see, this look like a stitch, and also this looks like a stitch. So ensure that the hook comes in between this stitch on the other side. So what you are going to do, you are going to place two single crochet inside that stitch over here. So ensure that they are a bit loose on this second row. So that is my first stitch, and we are going to make two stitches. Again, I'm just going to insert the hook onto that stitch and make another single crochet. So those are total of two stitches. Then after that, so let me make this single crochet a little bit better. So I think that is a bit better right now. So you are going to jump onto the next single crochet and onto the next single crochet. As I told you earlier, it should come in between. The hook should come in between the two loops, like the two stitches. They are not two stitches, but they look like two stitches. So ensure that the hooks come in between over there. So we are going to pull through the yarn. We are going to push the yarn so that you can make sure that it comes in between the stitches, like that. Then after that, you are going to make two single crochet onto that point. So let me make my first single crochet. So that is my first single crochet, and ensure that they are a bit loose so that your circle can't be curved. So if you make the stitches to be if you make the stitches to be a little bit tight, the circle will be a bit curved. So this is my second single crochet. Ensure that it is a bit loose again. So we are going to work onto the next single crochet. So this is the last single crochet that I'm showing you how to do it. So ensure that it comes in between. So as I told you earlier, there's one single crochet looks like it have two stitches. So ensure that the hooks comes in between them and make a single crochet onto that stitch over there. So let me make my first single crochet, and remember earlier I told you that you'll be making two single crochet in each and every stitch. So that is my first. We are going to make the second single crochet onto this stitch over here. So that is my second single crochet. So repeat that. So we have a total of 1, 2, 3. We have a total of 6 stitches. So make other single crochet onto the next two stitches, and ensure that you make two stitches in each and every single crochet. So we are remaining with two single crochet, and ensure you put two single crochet in each and every stitch. So repeat that, then after that I'll be here to show you how to end the row. So I've completed my second round. We are going to slip stitch so as to join it, and so that it can look like a complete round. So this is what I have, and you should have a total of 10. You should have a total of 10 stitches. So let's count them together. So this is my first stitch, second, third, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So those are a total of 10 stitches. So after that, so this stitch over here, it's where we had chained one. We are going to slip stitch onto the top of where we had chained one. So this is the stitch that we are going to slip stitch, and ensure the slip stitch is a bit loose. So it seems like I tightened the slip stitch, but don't mind. So let's try to get a bit simple. We are going to make a slip stitch on top of where we had chained one. So remember, we chained one before starting this row. So we are going to slip stitch and ensure that the slip stitch is a bit loose. The reason why we are making the slip stitch a bit loose is to ensure that our circle it's not curved. So after making the slip stitch, you are going to chain one as usual to start to start the next round. So this is what I have, and onto the next round we'll be placing one single crochet in each and every stitch. So insert the hook onto this stitch over here, and ensure that I told you earlier the single crochet stitch looks like it have 2 stitches. So we are going to place a single crochet onto this stitch over here, and ensure that it comes out in between the stitches like that looks like single crochet on the other side. So it seems like I tightened my single crochet. So that is it. So this is what I have, and I'm going to place one single crochet in each and every single crochet. So that is my first single crochet. So I'm going to the next single crochet, and I'm going to place a single crochet on it. So this is my second single crochet. So that is what I meant. Then onto the next single crochet, we are going to place a single crochet and ensure that the hooks comes in between the 2 stitches over here. They are not 2 stitches, it's one single crochet, but it looks like it have 2 stitches. So ensure that you put through the yarn, then after that make a single crochet and ensure that it's a bit loose. So this is what I have right now. You just repeat placing one single crochet in each and every stitch and ensure that it's a bit loose. So this is what I meant. Ensure that it comes through that stitch over here and put through the yarn. Make sure that the single crochet it's a bit loose. Then you are going again to work onto the next single crochet and ensure that the hooks comes in between the 2 structures that looks like stitches. So after that make a single crochet and ensure that it's a bit loose. So repeat that until you have a total of 10 stitches. Then after that I'll be there to show you how to complete this row. So this is what I have right now. We are going to slip stitch so as to complete this row. So this is the point where you're going to make a slip stitch. So slip stitch onto where you had chained 2 and ensure that the slip stitch is a bit loose so that it can't give you a hard time like mine it's giving me. So make a slip stitch. So make a slip stitch like that. Then after that you are going to chain 1. Onto the next row, we'll be placing 2 single crochet in each and every stitch. So we are going to insert the hook as I told you earlier between the single crochet. So place 2 single crochets on it. So let me find this. So you are going to place 2 single crochet in each and every single crochet. So that is my first single crochet. Then after that, I'm going to place my second single crochet. So those are 2 single crochet. Then onto the next stitch over here, we are going again to place 2 single crochet. So that is my first single crochet. Then this is my second single crochet. So into each and every stitch, you should place 2 single crochet. So you'll have a total of 20 stitches. So continue placing 2 single crochets and ensure that they are a bit loose. So keep on repeating 2 single crochet in each and every stitch until you complete this row. Then after that, I'll be here to show you what to do next. So I'm almost completing this row. We just slip stitch onto where we had chained 2 so as to join the round. So this is where we had not chained 2 but where we had chained 1 to complete the round. I'm just going to slip stitch over there and ensure that the stitch isn't tight. Then after that, chain 1 onto this round. You are going to place 1 single crochet in each and every stitch, and remember, as I told you earlier, ensure that the stitches are a bit loose. So place 1 single crochet in each and every single crochet that you have made. So repeat that until you complete this row. Then after that, I'll be there to show you what to do next. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I have a lot of design that I'm coming up with. So just subscribe and also like this video. So just keep on. So this might look like it's difficult, but it will get easy as you continue making it and as you continue practicing. Also, to me it was a bit difficult making the circle, but I came up with this pattern of alternating one single crochet and two single crochet in each and every stitch. So just keep on repeating that until you achieve the measurement that you want. But when you complete, after I complete making this round, I'll be here to show you what to do next. I'm almost completing this round. So what you are going to do next is slip stitch onto where we had chained one as usual. So just slip stitch onto that stitch and ensure that the slip stitch is a bit loose. So this is what we have. Then after that, you are going to chain one. So chain one. Onto the next row, we'll be placing two single crochet in each and every stitch. So this is my first single crochet and this is my second single crochet. So we are going to place two single crochet in each and every stitch. So repeat this until you complete this row. Then after that, I'll be there to show you what to do next. I'm almost completing this row. So what you are going to do, you just slip stitch onto the stitch where we had chained two. Then after that, you are going to make the last row. So as usual, you start a new row by chaining one as usual. Then on the last row, we'll be placing one single crochet in each and every stitch. Remember, to make this circle, you should have a total of 7 rows. But if you want a bigger bag, you can just increase the number of rows. So place one single crochet in each and every stitch. Then after that, I'll be there to show you what to do next. So this is a bit simple. I know at first you saw it when it's a bit difficult, but it gets simple as you get used to it. So we are going to place single crochet. So let me show you how the back side of this circle looks. So this is how it looks. You should also have something like this. So continue placing one single crochet into every stitch until you complete this row. Remember while making this circle, we'll be alternating one row of one single crochet in each and every stitch. Then onto the next row, we'll be placing two single crochet into every stitch. So keep on repeating one single crochet into every stitch. Then after that, I'll be here to show you what to do next. You should have something like this. So this is what I have after making 7 rows. So you should have a total of 7 rows, and each row you should alternate placing one single crochet in every stitch. Then on the other row you should place two single crochet into every stitch. So this is what I have. Repeat and make another similar circle. Then after that, I'll be here to show you how to join the circles together. So this is so cute. So just make another circle like this. Then after that, I'll be here to show you what to do next. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You should have 2 circles. This is what I have. After that, to the circle that we cut off the yarn, we'll be sewing in the yarn. So let's sew in the yarn so that it can be a bit easy for us to make the side part of the handbag. So guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and also if you like this handbag, you can just like the video, and in case you have any question, you can just ask on the comment section. In this section, there are 2 sides of the circle. So this is the right side of the circle, while this is the wrong side of the circle. Also onto the other circle, this is the right side, or this is the wrong side of the circle. So we'll be working on the right side. So ensure that the wrong side are facing each other. So this is the wrong side, or this is the wrong side. So ensure that they are facing each other. Then after that, you insert the hook onto this big loop over here. So I'd already chained one. We'll be chaining 5 more stitches. So this is my first stitch, my second, third, and fourth. This is my 5th stitch, like that. Then you are going to attach you are going to attach this chain onto any stitch on the other circle. So you can just attach on any stitch. So just pull through the yarn, then make a slip stitch like that. Then after that you are going to chain one, and you repeat slip stitch onto the chains that you have made. So let me show you again how to make the slip stitch. So first thing, you skip this stitch over here. So there are two stitches, the stitch that's holding the hook and this other stitch. So just skip the stitch that is here. Then after that, make slip stitch onto the rest of the stitches. So place So we'll be making the side of the handbag, and we start by chaining 5 stitches. So let's chain 5. So this is my first stitch, my second, my third, my fourth, and this is the 5th stitch. Then after that we'll be joining the chain onto the other circle, and ensure that the wrong side is facing each other. The wrong sides are facing each other. Then slip stitch onto any stitch on the other circle. So make a slip stitch, and this is how we make a slip stitch. So make a slip stitch like I've done. Then after that, chain 1. So chain 1. Then we'll skip this first stitch over here. This is the stitch that I'm telling you about. You skip this stitch. Then onto the next stitch, you'll be placing slip stitch. So place slip stitch into each and every stitch. Then I'll meet you when you're almost completing this row. This is what I have right now. I'm going to slip stitch onto the next stitch, onto the next empty stitch. So slip stitch onto this stitch over here, and ensure that the slip stitch are a bit loose. So after slip stitching, you chain 1. So chain 1 like I've done. Skip. Then after chaining 1, we'll skip the next stitch. We'll skip this stitch over here. Then onto the next stitch, we'll place a slip stitch. Then also onto the next stitch, place a slip stitch. Onto all stitches, place slip stitch, and make sure that there are 5. There are 5 slip stitch, or there are 5 stitches that you have made. So this is the last slip stitch that we made. So so let's count the number of stitches together. So this is my first stitch. This is my first, second, third, fourth, fifth. No, this is my first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. So there are 5 stitches. Then after that, we are going to slip stitch onto the next empty stitch. So this is the next empty stitch. So just slip stitch on it. Then after that, chain 1. So chain 1, then place slip stitch into each and every stitch, and ensure that you're placing the slip stitch on the back loops of the previous stitch. So we are going to skip this stitch over here, then onto the next stitch, place a slip stitch. So those are 3 slip stitch. This is my 4th slip stitch, and this is my last slip stitch. Then after that, we are going to slip stitch onto the next empty stitch. So this is our next empty stitch. Then after that, chain 1 again, skip the first stitch. So this is the stitch that you are going to skip. Then place slip stitch onto the rest of the stitches, and ensure that you are placing the slip stitch onto the back loops of the previous stitch. So those are 4 stitches, and this is my last slip stitch. Then after that, we are going to place a slip stitch onto the empty stitch like that. Then after that, chain 1, turn your work around, skip the first stitch, then onto the next stitch, place a slip stitch. Also onto the next stitch, place a slip stitch. So those are 2 slip stitch that you have made. This is my 3rd slip stitch. This is my 4th. and this is my last slip stitch. So there should be 5, so you can count your number of stitches. It seems like I tightened this slip stitch, so let me work on it. After that, you are going to slip stitch onto the next empty stitch. Then another thing, make tight slip stitch so that the bag can be a bit turgid. So the slip stitch should be tight. I know there are some parts that I've said they should be loose, but ensure that you make tight slip stitch so that the side of the bag can be a bit rigid. So after that, chain 1, turn your work around, then place slip stitch onto the back loops of the previous stitches and make sure you skip this first stitch over here. So make slip stitch and ensure that they are tight. So keep on repeating the pattern of placing the slip stitch onto the next stitch until the point where you are remaining with this, until you are remaining with 5 inches of empty stitches. So then after that, I'll be here to show you what to do next. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Explaining this was a bit difficult because it is my first time making this handbag. So repeat that, then after this, I'll be here to show you what to do next. So this is how my bag looks after making the side of the bag. It's so super cute. So let's take the measurement from this point to this point. So this is the point where I've left it a bit open so that you can be able to put things on the bag. So let's take the measurement. It's at 5.5 inches. From that, we'll be making the upper part. We'll be making a lid for the bag. So the lid will be used to close the bag and to open the bag. So that is what we are going to make. So let's get into it. So on this point, you require your stitch mark. You should have to stitch mark. So after that, you are going to make a slip knot as usual, and this is how we make our slip knot. Then after that, chain six stitches. Then after that, I'll be here to show you what to do next. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So chain 6, then after that, I'll be here to show you what to do next. So after chaining 6, chain 1 more stitch like that, then place single crochet in each and every stitch. So repeat placing single crochet until you reach on this point. Then after that, I'll be here to show you what to do next. We are onto this last stitch, and onto the last stitch you'll be placing 3 single crochet. So this is my first single crochet. So after making the first single crochet and the last, you'll be placing a stitch mark. So let me place my stitch mark on this first single crochet. Then after that, make the second single crochet, then the last single crochet. After placing the last single crochet, also will place another stitch mark. So just place another stitch mark on the last single crochet. Then place 1 single crochet onto the rest of the stitches. So after that, you are going to chain 1, turn your work around, place single crochet until the point where you have placed your stitch mark. Then after that, I'll be here to show you what to do next. So remember, don't skip this first stitch over here. Place a half double crochet in each and every stitch. Onto the stitches that we placed as stitch marks, so you'll place 2 single crochet in each in each stitch over here. So remember we made 3 single crochets inside the same stitch, so we'll place 2 single crochet onto this first, we'll place 2 single crochet onto this first single crochet. Also onto the second single crochet we'll be placing 2 single crochet on it, and also onto the third single crochet we'll be placing 2 single crochet on it. Then after that we'll repeat placing 1 single crochet onto each and every stitch. So I'm just going to remove my stitch mark over here, and remember after placing the first single crochet we'll be returning the stitch mark at that point. So onto this stitch I'll place 2 single crochet. So after placing 1 single crochet we'll be placing the stitch mark again. So that is my first single crochet. So you are going to place 2 single crochet. So this is my second single crochet, and onto this second stitch over here we are also going to place 2 single crochets on it. So that is my first, and this is my second single crochet. Then I'm going to remove the stitch mark onto this last stitch over here. Then after removing the stitch mark we are going to place 2 single crochet onto that stitch. So this is my last single crochet. After that I'm going to return the stitch mark onto the last single crochet. So let me find my stitch mark. After that, you are going to place 1 single crochet into each and every stitch until you reach at this point. Then after that, I'll be here to show you what to do next. So I've completed that row. We are going to chain 1. So chain 1 and turn your work around. Then place 1 single crochet into every stitch until the point where you have placed a stitch mark, and I'll be there again to show you what to do next. We have reached on the point where you have placed a stitch mark. We are going to remove the stitch mark, and we'll be placing 1 single crochet. So onto this stitch you start by placing 1 single crochet, then onto the next stitch you place 2 single crochet, onto the next stitch you place 1 single crochet, then onto the next stitch you place 2 single crochet. So we'll be alternating 1 single crochet and 2 single crochet into the same stitch. So onto this point you place 2 single crochet onto the second stitch. So just remember that. So let's remove the stitch mark. Then place 1 single crochet onto this stitch, then again place your stitch mark again. So where is mine? So let me find my stitch mark. So after placing 1 single crochet onto this first stitch over here, onto the next stitch you place 2 single crochet inside the same stitch. Then onto the next stitch over here you'll place 1 single crochet. Then onto this next stitch over here you'll place 2 single crochet inside the same stitch. Then onto this stitch over here you'll place 1 single crochet onto that stitch. So remove a stitch mark onto this stitch, and we'll be placing 2 single crochet. And remember onto the last single crochet you place your stitch mark again. After that repeat 1 single crochet until you complete this row. Then after that I'll be here to show you what to do next. So remember onto this row we'll be placing 2 single crochet onto the second stitch. So repeat that until you reach this point, then I'll show you what to do next. I've completed the previous row, so you are going to chain 1 and turn our work around. Place 1 single crochet into every stitch until you reach this point where you have placed a stitch mark. Reach to the point where we had placed a single crochet. I'm just going to remove it. Then on this row we'll be placing 2 single crochet onto the third stitch. So this is my first stitch, this is my second, and onto the third stitch is where we'll place 2 single crochet. Then after that this is my first, second, and this is my third stitch. This is where we'll place 2 single crochet. So you repeat that until you reach on this point. So let me show you practically what I mean. So onto this first stitch over here, we'll place a single crochet. Then after placing our single crochet, we are going to return our stitch mark on that point over there. So just return your stitch mark. Then onto this other stitch, you also place one single crochet. Then onto this third stitch over here, you'll place 2 single crochet. Then now you start again counting. So this is our first stitch, this is our second stitch. Then onto the third stitch, place 2 single crochets. Then again we'll begin counting. So this is my first stitch, this is my second stitch, and this is my third stitch, is where we'll place 2 single crochet inside the same stitch. Then onto this stitch over here, it's where we had placed a stitch mark, we'll just place 1 single crochet on it. So place 1 single crochet on it, then return the stitch mark onto that point. Then after that, repeat 1 single crochet until you complete this row. Then after that, I'll be here to show you what to do next. So we are onto this other row. You chain 1 and turn your work around, place single crochet until you reach this point. Then after that, I'll be here to show you what to do next. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So I've reached to the point where I had placed a stitch mark. I'm just going to remove it. Then place 1 single crochet onto this stitch. So on this row, we'll be placing 2 single crochet onto the 4th stitch. Then onto the next row, we'll be placing 2 single crochet onto the 5th stitch. Then onto the other row, we'll be placing 2 single crochet onto the 6th stitch. So that is the pattern that we'll be using. So let me show you again the last time. I hope you guys are understanding what I'm doing. So in case you don't understand, you can ask me a question on the comment section and I'll be there to answer it. So from this point, we'll place 1 single crochet. So remember that is my first stitch. We are going to count up to the 4th stitch. So remember, onto the 4th stitch is where we'll be placing 2 single crochet inside the same stitch. So that is my first stitch. Then this is my second stitch. Then this is my third stitch. Then onto the 4th stitch, place 2 single crochet. So onto the 4th stitch, you'll be placing 2 single crochets. Then again, start counting. We'll count. So this is my first stitch, this is my second stitch, this is my third stitch. Then onto the 4th stitch, place 2 single crochets. Then again, we'll start counting. So this is my first stitch, this is my second stitch, this is my third stitch. Then onto the 4th stitch, place 2 single crochet inside the same stitch. Then we are onto the last stitch, and onto the last stitch is where we have placed our stitch mark. We are going to remove the stitch, or you can just place a single crochet onto that stitch, or you can remove your stitch mark first, like that. Then after removing your stitch mark, return it, repeat 1 single crochet onto each and every row. So repeat this for the next 3 rows. So remember, we'll be placing single crochet. So onto the next row, we'll be placing single crochet onto the 5th stitch. Then onto the other row, we'll be placing a single crochet onto the 6th stitch. Then onto the other row, we'll be placing 2 single crochet onto the 7th stitch. So repeat that pattern until you achieve the size that So repeat the pattern until you achieve the size that can cover the upper part of this handbag. So repeat that pattern, then after that I'll be here to show you the measurement of mine. So just keep on. It might look like it is a bit difficult, but keep on trying. So just subscribe to my channel and don't forget to like this video. After a couple of rows, this is what I have, and onto this last row I placed 2 single crochets onto the 5th stitch. So let's take the measurement of this. So this will act as the lid of the handbag. So the measurement is at 7 inches. So after that, you are going to join the piece together with the handbag. So before joining the piece to the handbag, ensure that this part over here, it's reaching the small hole on the circle that we made. So you can use your stitch mark or anything so that you can attach it on this point. Then after that, we'll be joining this end with the other, we'll be joining this end onto this back part of the bag. So let me show you what we'll do. I've completed making the bag and this is how it looks. So this is the handle. We start from this part. So for the handle, I chained 15 stitches. After chaining 15 stitches, I repeated 2 rows of single crochet. Then after that, I joined the ends of the row using slip stitch, and this is how it looks. So after that, you attach your D-rings on this side and the other side, and ensure that you attach it on the bag. So I've already attached mine. Then the last thing that we'll attach is the bag lock, and it was a bit difficult for me attaching the bag lock, but I know you can also make it. So that is it. The main reason of making this video is to show you the pattern of making the handbag. I know for attaching the bag lock and the D-rings, you can just do it yourself. So that is it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye. So this is the bag that I made. I really like it. So I've already attached all the pieces together, and the other thing that I never told you is how to attach this one. You'll attach it below the first row. So remember this circle, there is a first row that is on that top. So you attach this one below the first row, and I'm sure that you can do it yourself. It's not so hard attaching. The only thing that was a bit hard is knowing the pattern of making this handbag. So after knowing the pattern, attaching these things is a bit simple. Attaching the D-rings and the bag lock and this one, it's a bit simple. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye. In case you want a tutorial of attaching the snap hook and the D-rings, the handle I've told you how to make it. So I can also do a tutorial for that. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you on my next video. Bye.